Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. RHONG star shares why she and her beau almost broke up. Real Housewives of New Jersey star Dolores Catania says she and her boyfriend of 3 years, Paulie Cannell, almost ended their relationship. Reality Blurb reported that Catania spoke about her romance with Connell during the August 16 episode of Jeff Lewis' radio show, Jeff Lewis Live. She stated that she had difficulty in her relationship with Connell while she was going through menopause. Menopause is such a thing. I'm thinking of going more deep sick into it and maybe getting some more menopause products for women. Because I lived it. Me and Paul almost broke up over it. The heat, the thermostat. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate, said Catania. Catania spoke about her relationship with her boyfriend in a May 2024 interview with Us Weekly. She stated that Connell nearly finalized his divorce from his estranged wife. Catania clarified that she is not pressuring Connell to get a divorce. Unless I wanted to really get married, I'm not pushing him to do things to force this. But in all fairness, for us to be at the relationship we are, he should not be married, and yeah, I expect a divorce. I don't expect a ring or marriage. If it comes, great, but that has to be after a divorce, said Catania to Us Weekly. She also said she does not feel the need to get engaged to Connell. She stated that she just want peace and companionship. I want what I have with Paulie. Whatever comes I will be happy to have, but I'm not pushing for anything, said Catania in the Us Weekly interview. During an August 2024 interview on Stuart O'Keefe's podcast, Don't Let It Stew, Connell opened up about his relationship with Catania. He said he was introduced to Catania through a mutual friend in 2021. He also said he had not previously watched RHONG before meeting Catania. I don't know her from the show, because I didn't watch the show, said Connell. The Irish native said that his girlfriend acts the same in person as she does on RHONG. She is who she is, said Connell on the podcast episode. In a November 2023 interview with Entertainment Tonight, alongside Connell, Catania shared her thoughts about her ex-husband, Frank Catania's engagement with Brittany Matesic. She said she is so happy for the couple. As fans are aware, Catania and her ex-husband, who divorced in 1998, have 2 children, Frank Catania Jr. and Gabrielle Catania. He was very excited about it. She couldn't be happier, and I love them for each other. The one thing about Frank, when he always describes Brittany to me, is, she doesn't give me any trouble. And at this point in our lives, we just look for peace, said Catania to the publication. She also suggested she and Connell do not feel pressured to get married because of her ex-husband's engagement. During the August 2024 Jeff Lewis Live episode, Catania acknowledged that there have been reports of a cast shakeup following the show's 14th season. Catania said she would prefer that the cast does not change. She stated that she and her co-stars have had such a good time, despite their issues. She also said she does not know her future on RHONG. However, she stated she is very realistic about her position on the Bravo series. I don't like building myself up for a fall, and every year I've told myself it's over. I'm not getting called back, no matter what the season looked like, said the mother of 2. Catania made similar comments during an August 2024 interview on the Trading Secrets podcast. She stated that NBC is going to shake some things up with the RHONG cast. According to Catania, the network is unhappy with some of the cast's behavior. There was some stuff with us that happened off camera that they weren't happy about, and it just got too ugly at the moment, and I think it got so hot it needs to cool down, said the RHONG star in the August 2024 interview. When it comes to the world of the Real Housewives of New Jersey RHONG, drama is never in short supply. Whether it's explosive dinner parties, shocking accusations, or tearful reconciliations, the women of New Jersey know how to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. But sometimes the drama spills over from the cameras into real life, and that's exactly what happened with one of the show's beloved stars and her beau. She never thought she'd be the one at the center of a breakup story, but here she was opening up about the rough patch that nearly ended her relationship. It was like living in a tornado, she shared, her voice tinged with a mix of sadness and relief. We had so much love, but we couldn't see through the chaos that surrounded us. The whirlwind romance that everyone thought was picture perfect had hit a snag, and it was almost over for good. For months, rumors swirled among fans and castmates alike. Whispers about their rocky relationship filled the air, with some saying it was only a matter of time before they called it quits. But the truth behind their near breakup was far more complex than anyone could have imagined. That Housewives star, known for her sharp wit and glamorous lifestyle, had been struggling with the pressures that come with being in the public eye. Her relationship, which started off as a fairy tale, quickly became strained under the constant scrutiny and high expectations. People see what they want to see, she explained. They see the glitz, the glam, the good times, but they don't see the late-night arguments or the tears behind closed doors. Her beau, a successful businessman who had always been supportive of her career, found himself overwhelmed by the demands of their relationship. Between filming, appearances, and the never-ending drama that came with being a part of that Housewives world, he started to feel like he was losing himself. "I love her more than anything, but I started to wonder if we were meant to be together," he confessed. The couple's issues came to a head during one particularly heated argument. It was one of those nights where everything that had been simmering under the surface finally boiled over. Words were said that couldn't be taken back, and for a moment, it seemed like their love story had reached its final chapter. "We were both so hurt," she recalled, her eyes misting over. "I remember thinking, is this it? Is this how it ends?" But even in the heat of the moment, there was a part of her that couldn't let go. The thought of losing him, of throwing away everything they had built together, was too much to bear. After their explosive fight, the couple took some time apart to reevaluate their relationship. It was a painful period for both of them, but it was also necessary. They needed space to clear their heads, to think about what they really wanted, and to decide if they were willing to fight for their love. During this time, the Housewives star leaned on her friends and family for support. She sought advice from her fellow housewives, many of whom had been through their own relationship struggles. "It was comforting to know that I wasn't alone," she said. "Hearing their stories made me realize that every relationship has its ups and downs. What matters is how you handle those tough times." Her beau, on the other hand, threw himself into his work. He needed something to focus on, something to distract him from the pain of their separation. But no matter how busy he kept himself, he couldn't escape the nagging feeling that he had made a mistake. "I missed her every single day," he admitted. "I kept thinking about all the good times we had, and I realized that I wasn't ready to give up on us." After weeks of soul-searching, the couple finally came face to face to discuss their future. It was an emotional conversation, filled with apologies, tears, and heartfelt confessions. They both acknowledged their faults and took responsibility for the roles they had played in their relationship's downfall. "We had to be brutally honest with each other," she shared. "It was hard, but it was also healing. We needed to get everything out in the open if we were going to move forward."